Breaking news per Jonathan Gavoni and Joe Tipton on three. Tipton edits. It's April Fool's Day, but this is not an April Fool's joke. Tre Holloman is in the transfer portal. Before I throw it to you, I'd like to play 5 seconds of Tre Holloman's own tearful words from 3 days ago after he went 0 for 10 with a Final Four on the line in the locker room.
This is a special play. Uh, I love my teammates, bro.
Tears. This is a special place. I love my teammates, bro. Transfer portal. 3 days later. Thank God he got to kiss the logo, Cart. Thank God Tom Izzo let the first player in 25 years of the Tom Izzo program to kiss the logo before senior day. It was Tre Holloman because that's the last time he's ever going to be in a Michigan State uniform, and he got to go out with a bang, my friend. Your reaction to this?
Crazy world we live in. Sucks. It sucks because I truly I thought Trey Holloman was a program guy, but program and loyalty and trust and all that can only go so far. At the end of the day, for some, money talks, and I have a hard time not thinking that this is one, a money play that someone else is offering him more money than he gets at Michigan State, or he's trying to pull a sick game where he wants more money from Michigan State, so he's going to enter and try to come back. I don't know, but I'm very surprised by this one. I can't really put it any other way.
I it's baffling, right?
Yeah,
Like, so
I did not see this one coming.
as we're recording this, Gary Norman just hit the portal. So there may be more Michigan State names to hit the portal today. I don't know. I don't think many were expected. Norman seemed like one that was at least an expectation or a possibility. But look, jokes aside, this one's shocking for a bazillion reasons. But I guess before I go through some of my shock reasons here, Cart, can you try and make sense of this? Like what about this move makes sense to you?
Money, money. Truly, I think that's what it is. I think someone is going to pay him a lot of money. If Gabe Cupps can get 600K in the transfer portal, and other players that I think are pretty like-minded to Trey Holloman can get these crazy amounts of dollar values at certain schools that can afford it, I guess that means a little bit more than other things. Which, can I be upset about it? Yeah, but also at the same time, I am the guy that would leave a place for money. So, if someone is willing to pay a crazy amount of money for Trey Holloman, Trey would probably be stupid not to take it.
But okay, who I feel like just me being on this video is just going to get me in a world of hurt from all parties, I'm sure.
Mhm.
Who is trying to pay Tre Holloman money?
I don't have anything concrete, but there are things being said about certain schools trying to tamper and pay him.
Can you share those? This
Uh,
comes as a complete shock to me. I'm sorry, but like respectfully, he came off the bench, was 37% from the floor. That's awful. 32% from three on four attempts a game. That's fine.
mhm.
He's a good defender. He's a quote unquote great toughness culture guy. I thought he was the face of this Michigan State culture. Apparently not. But like, are big name schools that are spending bags prioritizing trying to steal Tre Holloman for money right now? Doesn't seem to make a ton of sense to me. I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
but
yeah, nothing. What does make sense in the transfer portal? People like Gabe Cupps are getting $600,000. I think anything you think not could happen is going to happen.
I guess. I guess. All right, I guess. How do you think the staff is blindsided? Like, what do you think Michigan State's side of this reaction is?
I think so. I think so. I think they truly are because I think that, everything Trey Holloman did this past year, it was his most productive year as a Spartan. He was in line to start next season. And presumably have a big summer, have his senior year as Tom Izzo's guard, and kind of go along the trajectory of being like that program guy. And now he's at a point where he's leaving after the best season that Michigan State's had in a while. It's just I don't know why they wouldn't be shocked. I'm shocked. I don't think anyone saw this coming, um, or seriously considered that it might happen. But yeah, I think it had to catch them off guard for sure.
Izzo, just the way the season ended, Izzo certainly did not operate like he knew this was coming. Unless you want to put your conspiracy hat on and say the fact that Holloman was given a moment after the whole logo incident was
You you
maybe.
you you think that Tom Izzo would have let him do that if he knew he was going to leave after this year for another
You're
school?
right. That doesn't make any sense. You're right.
Absolutely not.
You're right. You're right. But that's kind of normally they let guys do that in their last game. It's kind of crazy that it was Trey's game and he ended up getting to do it early.
Yeah.
But do you think Izzo's pissed? Can we role play
Yes.
Izzo again?
Yes.
I have to imagine Izzo is like livid at this.
No, he has to be livid too, given the reasons it's happening, right? Like, yeah, equated to like why Hogard left, right? Hogard, like things had run their course. They butted heads. They were not on the same page. For everything I know, unless there's something going on behind the scenes that I didn't know about, Trey Holloman and Izzo are like this. They are in lockstep in everything they do, how they approach all that. Like that's his guy, and they're each other's guys, right? And Trey Holloman is this program guy, and that's why like I'm trying to rationalize this, and that's why I'm leaning on the fact that this has to be something involved with someone giving him more money, because he would have had the role that I think he wants. He's going to start. He's a program guy. Jig doesn't buy any drinks in the city of East Lansing for a guy that shoots under 40% from the field and 35% from three. He gets propped up like he's this great guy, which he's kind of like a folklore, like great program guy for Michigan State. People were probably looking forward to his senior season, running this back after having such a great year, and now he's heading for somewhere else. I don't get it.
It's uh it's a hurtful one. I don't feel like I could speak for you, and I'm making a lot of jokes at his expense because, like, as a rival fan, this is crazy to me. The guy who embodies the culture and the toughness of this Michigan State team that was so likable. The guy who he embodied the unselfishness of this group, right? We were told all season long that what made this group work was the willingness to sacrifice and guys being willing to share minutes and share roles. Tre Holloman in and out of the starting lineup. And we were told over and over again they don't care. It's all about winning. It's all about winning in Tom Izzo's Michigan State program. And that's what made this team special. For a guy at the core of that to just basically abandon it the moment the season ends. And by the way, I think I'd be as shocked and like find the irony in this, even if Tre Holloman ended the season on a high note. But to abandon all of that after going 0 for 10 in a game you lose by 6, like that's got to play a part in this. You close your storybook however you want, right? Like you're writing your own story of your career. This guy was on a path to be a beloved Spartan figure forever. Even if he
Mhm.
wasn't the greatest player ever, he had 2 more years left to potentially change that. And instead, to go out the way you did on the court and then follow it up by basically just pulling the rug out from everybody on not being the culture unselfish sacrificer we all thought you were. I just feel like it's like the Scooby Doo mask has been like lifted up. This dude's
Yeah,
not who he said he was.
yeah.
That's
Or
crazy.
can I give you my scary theory on this one, which is what scares me.
Yeah.
So the thing that scares me is that in today's day and age, when you're not playing the transfer portal, or you're necessarily not doing what needs to be done as far as compensating players. Now, I have no idea what the NIL situation is with Michigan State, how they divvy it up, how anything is divvied up. But you are in a climate now that if you are being cheap, other teams can jump in and pay more money than you, and you could lose anybody. Anybody. we live in a world where Braden Smith could leave Purdue possibly. We live in a world where any player could leave anywhere because at any time someone could come in and offer a bag, a massive bag, whether that player is worth the bag or not. So if the thing for me that scares me in general is if this is a sign of Michigan State basketball maybe being a little bit on the cheaper side, that you run the risk of this happening to anybody, by the way.
Yeah. I'm done. Dion just tweeted, like our Dion tweeted, he saw Elliot Cadeau versus Jeremy Fears was on the way and decided he can't be a part of that. I respect it. Honestly, yeah. If that's the
Yeah, good
case here,
call. Good
yeah,
call.
rivalry's dead. We got one great year of the rivalry. Thanks, Trey Holloman. Great job. Rivalry's dead now with where this is headed. All right. I have some follow-up questions then that are obviously important in light of everything you just said. Um, Money. You're telling me it's about the money. That's your strong belief. It's money, money, money here.
That Trey Holloman's getting a lot of money from somebody.
It's money, right? That's
Yeah,
why?
yeah.
Okay. A bazillion people have reported publicly and privately that the Ishbias have given Tom Izzo an unlimited budget.
Hmm.
How are you losing Trey Holloman because of money?
We'll go back to the point that you just said. You can only pay Trey Holloman so much. It's Trey Holloman.
Okay.
Like that's bad business.
All right.
You can only pay that man, so I get it. Like I appreciate what he was for the team, but like there's a limit on that.
All right.
So if someone else is willing to pay more than that, then that's cool. Now this could all totally be wrong, and we'll have to have another video on the channel about this once things settle. We see where he goes. Um, but also this could be crazy. I wonder if he ends up in like Minnesota, like goes back home, and it's just like,
I can't imagine Minnesota outbagged Michigan State. I just hear like I feel like I'm
I mean,
hearing
they paid
you.
Dawson Garcia a lot of money.
I feel like I'm hearing you imply poverty here, which is crazy to me.
No, no,
When
no, no. It's not a poverty situation. I'm saying doomsday scenario is that Michigan State is like you if you're being cheap, if you're being like cheaper than other places, then there's a chance you lose players. But the thing is, I'm coming at it like this way. You're Trey Holloman. We're only paying you this much. You're Trey Holloman, whether you want that to be known or not. So if somebody else thinks you're worth more than what we think you are, then and if that number is significant enough, then that's just, I'm saying we got other people that need to, we got other things going on where we can't just over like send out a payment for Trey Holloman.
where did the $7 million go?
Mm, I'm not the person to ask for that.
Like it was documented that this was going straight to Izzo, and we've heard nothing about it in a year since.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy to me. It's crazy to me because Izzo's willing to portal. He did such a phenomenal job this year. I just don't like if you're trying to sell me back, like, oh, we don't.
Wasn't that phenomenal?
If you're trying to sell me back that like we don't have the money to match Trey Holloman offers, I would call nonsense there.
Would you match it?
Given how much y'all tell me he's important to the culture, probably.
Oh,
Unless I don't know what his offer is that he's coming in with, but like, dog, I can't imagine Trey Holloman's coming back like, hey, I need $2 million. I can't imagine that's what's going on here.
yeah, not. I don't think it's anything like that. But like, I feel like everything's just related to Gabe Cups. If Gabe Cups is getting $600,000, right? There's probably somebody out there who might pay more than that for Trey Holloman.
I would think, given who's on the roster next year and how much you need backcourt bodies, and that Trey Holloman was pegged in as a starter, I would give Trey Holloman $1 million to play at Michigan State if I have HB a budget.
Mm.
Given who he is and what he's been to the culture and leadership and all the toughness nonsense, yeah. And I feel like you're telling me that didn't happen here.
Yeah, I love Trey Holloman. $1 million for Trey Holloman? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. What are we doing here?
So I guess there's a price to being a Spartan dog. That's what I learned today.
It's a price to pay in Tre Holloman $1 million.
Are we going to rename the court Tre Holloman Court at Breslin Center, Student Event Center?
Probably not. He's an
No,
op
we don't think
now.
so.
He's an op.
Is he?
Yeah, he's an op.
But he defended what the program is for. He
Yeah, that
stood
was
up
cool.
for
That,
tradition.
that was cool. That was awesome. He whooped
Yeah.
y'all ass twice, but he's an op
Yeah.
now.
Yeah. What a special Spartan legend Tre Holloman became.
Yep. What
Happy
could have
for him.
been? What could have been? He probably could have had like a Dublin burger or like a Field House meal or something like that if he really saw it out. But now best of luck at your next stop, I suppose.
I will always remember Tre Holloman for physically standing up to Fat Brooks, and I will respectfully ignore his 0 for 10 night in a 6-point loss in the Elite Eight,
Hmm.
and then abandoning y'all in the middle of the night 48 hours later.
Hmm. Tough scene.
Quickly, so Trilly, shout out to Trilly Donovan, everybody go join the Burner Ball Discord. Trilly is reporting that his Michigan State guy, when asked why this happened, said, long story short, he wants to play 42 minutes out of 40. So take that what it is. Tre Holloman apparently upset with roll. One would think, I mean, that makes sense looking back at this year. I think that makes sense. We played with this dude. You're in the starting lineup. No, you're not. You're out. Okay, whatever. That looking back makes sense. It was what was best for this team, and we thought he was unselfish, but like I can understand that. But looking forward, if he wants to just play minutes, and that's what this is supposed to be about, Tre Holloman wants to play minutes. If Jace Richardson's gone, he would play 40 minutes.
Yeah.
So does this mean that maybe Jace Richardson is back?
I I surely hope so, but like I'm not. He's not. Jace is gone. Jace is gone.
I said it in the Michigan State recap the other day. I thought he was back.
Am I wrong by saying that Tre Holloman didn't play like the most guard minutes outside of Jace Richardson?
Let me look it up real quick. I think he was behind Fears, wasn't he?
Uh, it maybe not in Big Ten play. I mean, Holloman was playing like 25 a game at least. I know that's not like a lot in general, but like
Holloman was fourth on the team in minutes per game behind Akins, Jace, and Jeremy Fears.
so, and two of the guys might be gone. One's for sure gone.
One at minimum is gone, correct?
Hmm.
Well, but on the flip side, even if guys are gone, maybe Tre Holloman's point here is, yo, this system plays our stars 27 minutes a game.
Mm.
I want to go somewhere where I play 35 minutes. Michigan State's shitty 25-minute everybody eats system ain't for me. And we've all said that's special, but apparently maybe players aren't as happy with that as they're pretending to be.
I could definitely see that.
So
Could
I
definitely-
think Jace is back. That's what I think this is.
I'm gonna go money. I'm gonna
But
stick
I
with
thought if Jace came back, I thought that would mean Fears left, not Holloman. So
yeah. I'm gonna stick with money.
I just can't get over. You think what's the bid you think Tre Holloman has right now? I'm so confused on this.
Why? I don't understand why you don't think schools pay stupid
Don't
amounts
know.
of
I
money.
don't know who's like I gotta tamper Tre Holloman away, man.
Hey, I'm not saying it's smart. I'm saying like the worst shit has happened in the game of college basketball.
I don't. Maybe the tampering part. The what's the price? What's the number? Give me a number. Do you
Let's
know
see.
a number? Even are you trying to stall around saying a real number that you've heard behind the scenes or no?
No, I do not know a number. No,
Okay,
I don't even know what he makes this. I don't even know what he made this year. So
probably a Fieldhouse gift card.
that's worth more than money.
Yeah. All
Best
right.
of luck. Best of luck, Jig.
Do you want to? I feel like you should take 60 seconds. The floor is yours because I mean, Carl, we have ended so many recaps this year with you in a headband talking about all rise.
Hmm.
Please stand for the power of Jig. Please, all who are able, if able, please for Jig. Jig let you down today, and I'd like you to basically give us the Jig obituary. This is the funeral of Jig, You have 60 seconds, Cart. Please come say some words.
Yeah, I mean, look, I was with you, man. I started the Jigathon movement. I was the main flag carrier, the main headband carrier for you. I was one of your biggest fans. Um, I appreciated everything you did for Michigan State this season. I hated the way you went out. Um, because I think even you would admit you went out a little bit sad in that last game. This is just a little double decker of sadness of going out, well, ending the transfer portal shortly after. But I hope you find what you're looking for, man. But this is the end for you and I. It was a good run, fun one. We had our good moments, we had our bad moments. But it is what it is. And as his pinned tweet says on Twitter, uh, something around the words of "stay on that side when the tables turn." I'm gonna stay on this side. You enjoy your side.
The table's done turned. Uh, if I didn't have a sore throat, I would sing the "See You Again" Charlie Puth song right now about Trey. But, ladies and gentlemen, the jig is up, and what a jig it was. That guy's an all timer, man. I can't believe the way this last week played out.
It is March, and that means that March Madness is upon us. And if you are looking for a place to play, Underdog Fantasy has you covered. Sign up and deposit using code SLEEPERS, that's code SLEEPERS, to receive up to $1,000 in bonus credit plus a free pick. Head over to Underdog Fantasy today and use promo code SLEEPERS to take advantage of this amazing offer.